Bottom of the barrel, bottom of the barrel, where we always feel so tall. Bottom of the barrel, bottom of the barrel, 'cause the barrel is only 2 foot small.
Boom. You just do a double triple check?
Yeah.
Triple.
Hey, welcome back to Bob.
Bottom of the barrel, baby, together.
Yeah, finally.
Feels good.
We're
I have a shorter seat than you? Am I lower?
no, it's actually 3 inches taller than mine.
Oh, okay.
Funny, weird. Yeah, we're doing a in-home, in-person Bob today. We got one mic going, which is kind of nice.
Yeah, hopefully the sound's gonna be crispy.
I think the sound will be fine. Hope you guys enjoyed last week's Bob. We had a bit of an 18+ warning on there, which instantly got us demonetized, by the way.
Yeah, and it's gonna go back on this one as well.
I think
because
so.
I don't know where this is going, but it's not gonna be good. So
I think that's going to be a running theme. I think with my audience, obviously, you know, and some of that leaks over into your channel as well. And some people like to watch my videos with their kids and shit. So I just like this. This is just adult talk here. Honestly,
yeah, this is for grown-ups only. Yeah, if you're watching with your kids, you're weird. Don't do that.
Well, like Bob.
Please, yeah, like please
It's a
don't.
strange time. Don't do that.
Please don't do
If
that.
you're watching with your kids, please, you know. And if your kids watching without your parents, just don't tell your parents.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. Yeah. Please don't let them know.
I feel like they were off to a good start.
We got so much to talk about. Let's start by just cranking a beer.
Yep.
Here. Cheers.
Cheers, brother. Mine was mostly done already.
Oh.
Whew. All right, so I hope I got another beer going. Don't worry, and hopefully you guys do too. This is it's gonna be a good one. We have we've been hanging out for a couple days already, and now I'm like I purposely didn't tell you some stuff because I'm like I'll tell them on the podcast.
Yeah.
And then I forgot what it was.
I spoiled some stuff by telling you, and then I was like, let's keep for the podcast. Now I'm just like probably not gonna bring it up.
Yeah, it makes sense.
That's one thing we've started doing on. I've started taking notes like all the time
About what's happening in your life?
about funny bits to mention on the podcast because I think it would be funny. But what usually happens, we just get derailed and start talking about,
Yeah, or you get excited and FaceTime me, and then it's like, well,
and then it's over.
yeah, it's like, oh, this is gonna be so funny. And
Dude, we're so creative. That's why we just got shit coming, you know, all the time. One thing that's funny, I'll let you guys know this because the video's already up. But we shot a couple videos this weekend. But yesterday we shot a video doing magic for people on Omegle. And for those of you not familiar with Omegle or Chat Roulette, it is this place. It's a really strange place where you randomly come up on a stranger on the internet, and you can pass and go to the next stranger. But it's conversation based, so you have different conversations with these strangers. You have different interests you can choose from, music, whatever. But what it's mainly used for, which I didn't know because this is the first time I've ever done it. What it's mainly used for. Oh my God, what's this now?
I'm just gonna show them. This is all you see when you log in, like that. Just this. That's it. The whole time.
And there's the yellow money sign. But as yellow as this shirt. That's so
all you see.
to our surprise. Well, it's funny because at first we got like 3-4 people and we were doing magic for them. They loved it. I'm like, oh, this site is great.
Yeah, it's so normal.
And then for the next 2 hours, not like 90% of what we were seeing is that. It's just guys.
The first one that we clicked on and it popped up,
We were like,
it shook us both. We were like, oh, right. Like, of course this is gonna happen.
Also, because there was a lot of minors. There were a
Yeah.
lot of like kids using this platform, and I'd imagine they're seeing the same shit we're seeing. I was really fucking traumatized.
It was crazy. We saw a micro penis.
Yeah, that was weird. That was the first time I ever saw one in real life. Googled it before, but that was buddy was he was on his bed. It's like, anyways, it was weird. It was very traumatizing, and the most traumatizing part is I've got all this footage on my computer.
To edit through all of it.
I gotta look through all of it again. Not looking forward to that. I've purposely not edited anything.
Definitely, when you watch the video, you get to see all of the best parts.
Yeah.
So, yeah. It's good. There's gold in there. You just have to mine through it all, even if
Yeah.
there's lots of weirdness.
I'll
I'll never go back on there.
I'm really hoping this video doesn't do well, so I don't have to do it again.
Yeah.
It's a weird time for sure. Why is your dildo so sandy?
I was wondering that too. There's a lot of sand on this bad boy.
You take it to the beach?
Must have. So
It's
weird.
a good old day at the beach with it?
I don't know why.
I don't know why you take it to the beach. Well, I do know why you take it to the beach, but I don't know.
I can't remember what I was
Why you
using it
wouldn't
with.
clean it afterwards, at least.
Yeah, maybe someone borrowed it.
It was like funny. I only had sand in my pants that day.
Who doesn't own like 30 dildos, right?
Hey, we're thinking this is something we thought of, and you let us know in the comments if this is something you'd be down for, okay? We're always thinking about how to expand this podcast. Now, first of all, Wes and I have talked about moving this entire podcast to its own YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Mainly because it kind of conflicts with Wes's current content that he has there, and it's just a lot. So it would have its own place. So we are going to start our own YouTube channel for this podcast. Now, we know we're not going to get 100,000 subscribers, and it's just going to be a few of you, just like it is now, which we love. We love our core audience.
Yeah.
But if you guys want to head over there, we're going to leave the link. It's the top link in the description right now. You guys can go ahead and sub there, and we won't be uploading there for a little while, but we want to get as much of our audience every week over there on that YouTube channel so that when we do launch it, and
it's gonna start like in a couple months in the barrel. Like as soon as we
Exactly.
get the fucking set built, it's all gonna be over there. So
Wes is moving out here.
Yeah, I'm coming. I'm gonna live next door to Chris, and we're gonna
It's going to be a brand new podcast.
Yeah.
Quality is going to be up. Everything's going to be
Yeah.
up. And we're
just
really
get over there now so you don't forget.
Exactly. We're
Please.
highly excited for it. If you guys want to check it out, that would mean the world to us. If we get 1,000 subs over there, I mean, we're going to do something really cool for you guys. We'll do a giveaway on this channel, like a really big giveaway if we get 1,000 subs over there.
Hell yeah.
Head on over there.
And that's a place too where like there'll be bonus episodes and stuff because I wouldn't put that on my channel. But
Correct.
we would do like live Q&As and stuff every now and then, just fun stuff like that. And that would only exist on its own channel. So that's what I want to do.
And the second bit of idea we had was we wanted to do Bob branded vibrators and sell them.
Right.
So,
Think about it.
you know, if there's 5 of you out there that would buy one, we're going to manufacture these probably in
Yeah.
a very limited small run.
Yeah.
And not for anything. I mean, obviously, we got some girl demographic out there. They might use it. That's fine. You do what you want. You can replace your toothbrush with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But, and girls, you know what I'm talking about.
It's fine.
But for the guys out there, if you just want to have a good old-fashioned vibrator race with your boys and put some money on it, I mean, you might as well get a Bob branded one. So that
It's the better. It's a new drinking game that no one's doing yet.
exactly
But it's great.
that's 2021. That's our plans. But yeah, let's focus on today.
Okay, let's focus on today. Today Chris and I were talking because I was mentioned last time I came back from northern Alberta, right? So I'm way up there, way past Edmonton doing a show, and we talked a lot about that. And one thing I didn't tell you guys was I mentioned to Chris, but I could have made more money hustling these guys in golf than I would have made doing the magic show. I swear, it was the best.
For those of you not aware,
I'm a pretty decent golfer.
he's a more than decent golfer. He's a teach golf to university students.
But like, it's but like to an actual golfer, I look like shit, Chris. It's just the regular folk that can hit it pretty good.
Wow.
But I'd hustle these guys so bad because I'm just a magician standing there doing magic at the golf tee, and like they'd tee off and they'd hit a ball and I'd be like, hey, I can hit closer than that, and I started chirping them. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, yeah, $50 to hit the ball closer to that. I am wearing a jacket. I put down my cards. So like, there's no way. And then what I'd do is I'd shank it right into the water. Terrible shot. Right? And then I'd be like, oh, double or nothing. And because I hit it so badly, they're all like, okay. And then I smack it closer than them, and I get $100.
It'll have to be triple or nothing.
What?
Because double or nothing, you just wouldn't lose any money.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Well, you know what I mean. I was like,
Your story doesn't hold up.
it holds up.
Doesn't hold up in
I got
court.
the cash in my pocket, $580. Anyways, it was a great day. So I should just focus on hustling golf. That's what I should do.
Yeah, I feel like that would be a better YouTube channel for you to go down anyways. You might as well add it to your current selection.
Fuck it. Yeah. Get the flea market going.
This channel already looks like a thrift store.
Yep. No, you said that last time. It hurt my feelings then. It hurt my feelings now.
Stuck with
But the
you.
reason I brought this up is because they have a lot of crazy ass ways of talking up in northern Alberta.
Well,
northern
even what you
Canada.
said, you're like, I started chirping them.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Chirping is
And,
probably a.
chirping, I think is like a hockey term.
Yes.
That's the only time I've heard it. When you're like, you're a hockey player or coach or even in the stands and you're chirping the boys and you're just like fucking, digging into them a little bit with like, hey buddy, fucking, you're playing, I don't know, like a girl, or I don't know what the fuck a hockey chirp would be. I don't play hockey, but that's
Yeah, those are pretty bad.
not the best chirper. Chirpster? I don't know. Yeah. So we're going to read off a few Canadian slang words out there for you guys, and we're going to see if you guys can guess what they mean. Maybe if we can guess what they mean. I think I know what they mean.
I think we know what they all mean. I don't think we're going to wait for them to guess it. We're going to tell them what they mean.
Right? Yeah. All right. Yeah, fine.
Right? What are you going to do?
Yeah,
List them off?
I don't know. I didn't think that far.
Canadian tuxedo. That's one of the main ones here. That's pretty classic. It's just where you wear all denim.
Is that a Canadian thing to say, though?
Hell, yeah?
I feel like that's like an American thing to say and be like, oh, you're wearing a Canadian tuxedo.
Oh, interesting. I've always made fun of old people in Canada being like, oh yeah, look at Jim, he's got his Canadian tuxedo on again.
Oh,
Because I
really?
would never wear it.
Because I thought it would be something like Canadian bacon. Like Americans say Canadian bacon, And I'm like, ooh, we have really great bacon out here. And then I go to the States, I'm like, I'll have the Canadian bacon pizza. And they bring me pizza with a bunch of ham slices on it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, where's the bacon? They're like, that's Canadian bacon. I'm like, that's ham
Canadian.
slices.
Yeah, it's not even.
We have great bacon out there. You guys should check it out.
Yeah. Parkade? That's Canadian?
Never heard that.
You never heard the word parkade?
Never.
Really?
Never.
Fuck off.
Never heard parkade.
This is like a number one word. I say this
That
every
sounds
day.
like a park in an arcade to me.
Oh, a parkade is like an underground place you park. That's
I
the
hate-
only thing I call it.
I
What would
hate
you
your
call
website
it?
so
What would you
much.
call it?
The website he's found is so bad.
What would you call that?
Fucking parking garage.
Ugh. Toboggan. Everyone knows toboggan. Sled. Come on.
Timbits. Yeah. Okay.
Fix that.
Tap.
It's-
Okay, these are
not
not
slang.
slang.
These are not
No,
good. This is not good. Serviette. That's slang.
No, it's not slang.
You kidding me?
No, when you're chirping someone, you're not saying serviette. You don't get what I
Dart. You
mean
got
here.
dart. How about a dart?
A dart is good.
Yeah.
And here's the difference. Is an American person would say dart. And I lived on the East Coast of Canada for quite a while, so I picked up a little bit of their accent here and there. It'd be a dart.
Dart.
A dart. Like a dart or a car or a bar.
But yeah.
You know, that's how you pronounce it. But a dart would be a cigarette. Or
Cancer stick.
Or a stogie.
What's another way? How many ways can you say cigarette?
Stogie, dart, smoke.
Cancer stick. Gotta be cancer
Sure,
stick.
cancer stick. I don't know.
Yeah. No.
That's all I got.
Boring.
Oh, so a beauty. That's something. Beauty is like a term. It's used to describe someone who's charming, or someone who's good at something, or someone who's done you a favor.
Yeah.
You're like, buddy, you're a beauty. Like you just you pulled me a solid. You did a solid for me. You're a beauty. That's a beauty.
The Nelk boys got that one down.
Yeah.
They say that every 2 words.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another one is giver.
Oh look, fucking Parkade on your site too.
Yeah, but I'm not reading it out loud.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Giver, yeah. Giver's pretty popular. Canadian
Giver,
word.
and this says here, this is the most common in rural areas of Canada, but it's used to describe giving 100% to something. Some people work very, very hard. They giver. And yeah. Like you can even say giving her.
Yes.
Dude, yesterday,
Just giving her.
fuck, were you working, bud? I gave her. I was giving her so hard.
Yeah.
You know, and it's nothing sexual or anything. It's just like, I was just putting in work.
I'm always confused about what
Like get her done.
Would
I
you-
think it's something that Americans would understand, like getting her done.
What about if you're avoiding work? I would say I'm fucking the dog. Is that a Canadian thing?
I've never heard that.
Oh yeah, I was fucking the dog yesterday. That's like classic.
Wow.
Is that no?
Wonder what
That's
the first guy.
me? That's what he was probably doing.
Yeah. First guy just skipped work. What are you doing? I was fucking the dog. And everybody's laughing. Their masks off.
My dad used to always say, and I don't know again if it's Canadian, but if he was super busy at work, he'd say, "I'm busier than a one-legged man in an ass-kicking contest."
That's funny.
Right? Like I don't know. Is that just my old man being old?
No, that's pretty Canadian, I feel.
Yeah. Or I'm busier than a one-armed paper hanger, which I don't fucking know what a paper hanger is, but I think back in the day, that was probably a job.
A ring rat.
A ring rat, is that like someone who's always at the hockey rink?
Exactly.
Wow.
The hockey players get maximum time on the ice. A ring rat. Yeah, I've heard that before.
Isn't it rink rat?
No, ring.
Wow.
Pop.
Yeah, this is us and Minnesota. Those are the only places they're saying pop.
But yeah, because they got it in their name. Soda. They're like
I can't do that.
pop. Doesn't make sense.
Yeah, that was one thing when I went on America's Got Talent. I had to say pop in one of my acts, and they're like, "You have to say soda." And for me to make that mental leap to say soda on stage was so fucking hard.
I've never said, "Can I have a can of soda?" I don't think I've ever said that in my life.
Yo, you go to certain places like fucking Nebraska. They'll say, "What kind of Coke do you want?" You're like, huh? I'll get a Sprite or a root beer.
You mean 8-Ball?
Yeah, and yeah, they literally for
What
some
the
reason
fuck?
they just say like cola, like Coke. They mean like, what kind of Coke? I'll have a Coke. What kind of Coke do you want? I'll get an iced tea.
Yeah,
What kind of Coke do you want?
I've always
fucking
said,
weird, man.
I've always said pop. Oh, here's one that I remember from as being a kid. Because again, I lived in the Maritimes, and they've got a little bit of a sea slang out there. I mean, you know,
Cunt slang?
no, a sea slang.
Oh,
like
sea slang, like
SEA.
the ocean.
And so you'd have like Newfoundlanders and Cape Breton and those guys down there. And I'd have a lot of friends from out there. And they would say, I remember playing Mortal Kombat. This is on the fucking Super Nintendo, right? I was playing Mortal Kombat with a buddy. And I beat him. And he goes, no, he beat me, sorry. He beat me in the game. And he goes, I betcha. I betcha. And I'm like, I didn't bet anything. I was telling them. I was like, I didn't bet you, but I beat you. And they would say, I betcha. I betcha. Yeah, I betcha. Like, I beat you.
Yeah.
Like, they'll say roof instead of roof.
Yeah.
Obviously, the whole out instead of out.
Man, I had first time I ever met a guy. He was from like really small. Like I think he must have been Newfoundland.
Do they have craft dinner, by the way?
I don't know. I keep seeing that on the list too.
I keep seeing KD craft dinner. It's macaroni and cheese.
Yeah, it's like I don't even know why you have to buy it in a box. You can just make macaroni.
It's like a president's choice or whatever.
Yeah. I honestly don't like it. People fucking swear by it. They love it so much. But yeah, I remember meeting a guy from Newfoundland one time, and he was like, telling me this crazy story, and I couldn't understand him. He was like, I got arrested on Valentine's Day for drinking and driving. The cop said, "Are you drunk?" I said, "Hey, it's 10 o'clock in the morning, Valentine's Day. What do you mean I'm drinking?" And he's like, and he kept saying this one sentence. I'll never forget. He's like, "It's 10 o'clock Monday morning, fucking Valentine's Day. What kind of tomato are you?"
What kind of
tomato are you? It kept being the thing he kept yelling at this cop apparently, and I have fucking no idea.
I love
what
it.
Kind of tomato are you?
It's so fucking insulting.
Yeah.
It's like calling someone a fucking potato. You
Yeah.
useless fucking potato.
Yeah. That's exactly what it is. It's great. I love that guy, and I mean I'm sure he's dead now because he's a pretty loose cannon, but I like him.
But yeah, I think that those things are. I mean, I love that because you don't have to be like completely insulting. I feel like Americans, and especially in the UK, they will get down to like the worst possible thing they could. They're like, "You fucking munt," and you're like, "Ugh,
oh yeah,
that sounds like." We're just like, "You fucking tomato."
Yeah,
and
it's just as insulting,
like,
but it's like the words aren't as
you
bad.
Just call me a tomato. Like it's like a little slap in the face, like a little backhand. One sentence that I used to hear. This is like if you were to describe people that lived out in Newfoundland. Canadians. All right, on the East Coast, you got Newfoundlanders, or we call them Newfies, and those are kind of like growing up. We used to have like Newfie jokes, and those are like blonde jokes. To anyone else, or like making fun of like how dumb they are, or something like that, right? But
yeah.
And by the way, lovely people, lovely country, love the place.
Best place to go. It's 100%. Not true. Just funny thing to say back then.
Yeah, it's just because they talk with like this sailor slang that it makes them seem, I guess, a little bit hillbilly-ish for us in Canada, right? And one thing to describe them would be like somebody looking for work. He'd be like, "Hey, bud, don't suppose you don't know no one that don't need no work done, do you?" Right?
Yeah.
Hey, don't suppose you don't know no one that don't need no work done, do you?
So
and they
many
would say
double
so
negatives.
Casually that you understood what I said.
Yeah.
Right? But that's a little bit of the slang that they have there, and it's so charming and endearing.
I love it.
Yeah.
Fuck, man. What do you call
Bye is something people say.
Oh yeah, bye.
On the East Coast. That's something like if you...
Do they spell it boy? Or how do they say it?
Bye.
Is it a different word?
Yes, bye.
But yes, bye.
Like they would say, like if you're, "Hey, you coming out?" He's like, "Yes, bye." Yes, bye. Like that. Yes, bye. And you add a bye to everything. Like bye's a bye.
Oh man.
Bye the bye.
Last time I was in the East Coast, a guy asked me, I was visiting a buddy, and he's like, "Are you having dinner?" And I was like, "Yeah." But like he meant it like that. Was
Are you coming over?
Yeah. And I committed to this whole night that I didn't mean to commit to. I thought he just meant like, right. Like,
Are you eating tonight?
Yeah, I literally had to go because I was going for dinner.
Yeah.
It's like, "You having dinner?" I'm like, "Yeah, like that's where I'm going." And he's like, "Yeah, come on." That's so weird, but that's my bad, I guess. I got a couple more personal ones here that I've written down over the years. But I was just about to ask, do we have? You said hillbilly earlier. Is that an American term? Do we have? What's the Canadian
I think so.
one?
I think
Roughnecks. Is that it?
Yeah, I mean, like if you guys have ever seen Trailer Park Boys, that's as like hickish as it gets for us, and that's like where do they shoot that down in Nova Scotia? I think, right?
That is Halifax.
In Halifax, right? So that's about as hickish it gets for us and their accent and stuff, but. I think that's our hillbilly. I think hillbilly came from obviously like in the hills of like I think California and stuff, or like the back of the gold rush days.
These are all facts.
Hold
this forever.
Yeah, you gotta definitely fact check that shit. But
I know in Australia they call them bogan, and that means like hill people.
Oh wow,
or bogans, bogan, guys, bogan. There's a lot of Australian people listening to this. My brother lives in Alberta, so he sells farm equipment, and this is one of my favorite sentences that all these farmers say when they're like, "You got to do a job you don't want to do,"
right?
And say, you go, "Well, she's a tough old cow to fuck, but boys, we need a steer."
Wow.
And I'm just like, I love that, and everyone's like, "All right," and they fucking bear down and do it, and
wow,
yeah. I love this. This is so fun. I mean, I don't know if you guys are interested in this at all, but I'm loving this. When I want to do like a U-turn, I say you got to whip a shit hook. I don't know.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah,
Never
like
heard
whip
that.
a shit hook. Let's get it going the other way. I don't know why. This is something we've always said.
I used to always call it the holy shit handle.
Yeah, I think that's what it is called.
We say for sure a lot. Apparently, Americans don't say that. For sure. That means like absolutely.
Yeah.
Like, you coming over? Oh, for sure. Like we'd always say for sure.
Yeah.
I don't hear Americans say that at all.
Yeah, I think you're right about
They'll
that.
say definitely.
Yeah.
You know, but we'll
or
say,
just leave it at
yeah.
that. Like, yes.
Yeah.
Or like,
yes. Yes. I concur. And we'll be like, oh, for sure. For sure, bye.
Yeah, the more I drink, the more Canadian I sound, for sure. I get.
good.
I just said for sure right there. The I get told all the time when I'm with people that aren't Canadian that Wes, when you get drinking, you're full on like about going out and about.
It is funny because, again, like I grew up, like I moved from like Germany. I've lived in the Maritimes, in Ontario, and in Quebec. I've picked up a little bit of everyone's accent. I feel, I'm pretty worldly when it comes to a Canadian. But as soon, like, I feel like, I can adapt in any sort of Canadian environment.
Yeah.
But as soon as I go to the States, it's immediately recognizable how Canadian I am, apparently.
Oh, for sure.
And I don't myself hear it because I've heard a lot of my friends and, they're like straight fucking hosers and they'll fucking, oh, bud, I went to the fucking store and Buddy was just ripping darts outside the fucking store when I got back the fucking pickup truck there. He was helping me haul lumber there the other day. And that's how they talk, right? And I don't feel like I sound like that, but apparently to Americans, it's all the same, right? So I get that. Like I can tell what a Canadian accent is when I hear it. I guess I can't tell when I speak it.
Yeah, it's And I think now like Letterkenny is really popular. You ever watch that show? And that's like the Canadian middle of the country, and like a lot of Americans like it now. And I feel like they're getting a whole new appreciation for. It's like pretty much about like small town, middle of nowhere Canada, and like it's kind of like the updated version of Corner Gas, but it falls around. Like,
Right.
And it's like There's I think
Boy's got a couple good ones too, though.
Yeah, they got some real good ones.
Muck in a barn, muck in her barn.
Muck in her barn.
This girl was trying to muck her barn the other night. Oh my god, that sounds so terrible.
It sounds like a fun time, but it's also super gross.
Yeah.
What's
a toque?
Oh yeah, toque. Yeah, you're all. First Dot Shop was all about selling toques. You're not selling beanies.
I refuse to call it a beanie.
I don't think you spelled toque correctly.
It's Toque normally.
Yeah.
But it's also, you can, like in French, it's Tuque, okay. And I feel like that's closer to like how you would pronounce it. Because if I put toque with an O, people would be like, what the fuck's a toque?
Oh, okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I put toque.
Well, whenever I see the word T-O, like two, I always pronounce it toe. So you're right.
Right. Like towing your car, you're towing it. Yeah, I think a beanie for me, like the way
Steve Urkel with the fucking.
Nope.
Oh, okay, that's
no.
what I think of.
I see it as like Rasta fucking to hold your dreads up. You know the knitted.
Oh,
beanie?
yeah.
That's how I say it. Like hold your hair up. Yeah. That for me is a beanie. This is a hat, right? And for you guys, this is a cap. This is a baseball cap. For me, this is a hat, and a toque goes over my ears.
Yep.
That's it. And I guess a cap is the thing Steve Urkel had in his head. I don't know. A cap's fucking what goes on your beer bottle. You know. Made sense.
Yeah, it does. It does. I'm just like,
cut me some slack. Jesus Murphy.
Jesus Murphy. That's got to be.
I haven't heard that in a long time.
Oh,
that's definitely a boomer term.
It fit right where you're saying there.
Jesus Murphy.
Jesus Murphy. That's so funny.
Oh, that's something we say here in East Coast of Canada. Oh, well, no, sorry, in Quebec we say the dep.
What's that?
The corner store.
Oh, because dépanneur.
It's a dépanneur.
Dépanneur.
It's a dépanneur. It's a corner store.
Yo, my French is about to get good when I move here.
And in Quebec, you can buy beer at the Dep.
Yeah.
Which is great. Like, we're the only place in Canada where you don't have to go to a liquor store to buy liquor. You can just buy it at a corner store. You don't have to go to a grocery store or anywhere.
I literally just went to buy shampoo and I ended up with beers today, so it's great.
So the Dep, when we say, hey, can you fucking swing by the Dep right quick? And Buddy goes, for sure. Freezies, they're not popsicles. Mm-hmm. Popsicles are on a stick. Freezies are those little frozen Mr. Freeze things that you put in the freezer, like liquid in a giant sack. in like a tube, shaped like a phallic popsicle.
Yeah.
That's a freezy.
That's exactly the way I would describe it. They're about 18 inches long, and yeah, they're good times.
Oh wow, eh? Biffed?
Yeah. Oh, you fall?
Never heard of it.
Is that when you fall down?
That's when you take a bail. That's when you eat shit.
Yeah, he biffed it. Classics.
I'll just say he ate shit.
Oh, he biffed it. Fill your boots. That's a good one too.
Fill your boots.
Take as much as you want and fill your boots.
That's
have
enjoy
fun.
yourself. Yeah,
go for it.
Go ahead. Fill your boots, man.
Oh,
A puck bunny. That's like a rink rat.
no, the opposite. Puck bunny's just a chick.
Is it? Yeah, no, yeah, that's right. That's what it is. Yeah,
chasing after the
a puck bunny's one of the girls who's like going after the hockey players. What else we got here? Oh, a Mickey.
Yeah, shit. That's a Canadian thing, I guess.
I didn't think it was a Canadian thing.
Yeah, because
I got a funny story for you. I was in I want to say grade 7.
Yeah.
I was in grade 7, secondary 1 here in Quebec. They call it differently. But I was in grade 7 in my French class, and I had fucking stolen a bunch of Mickeys. So Mickeys are these little 375 milliliter bottles, or for, I don't know fucking how many ounces or whatever that is for our listeners. But they're these tiny bottles of liquor, right? These little...
it's going to be 13 ounces.
Kind of like 1 or 2 shot in there. No, not even 13. That's like 2-3 ounces, isn't it? It's like
No,
a couple shots.
Because a 750 is 26 ounces.
Right, but this thing, you couldn't do 13 shooter glasses.
It's a 375. That's half of that.
You could... Okay, those are Mickeys. They're a little bit bigger. Oh, okay.
You're thinking of like the little ones.
I got the little
Those
tiny
are
ones.
those are like 2 ounces.
Like 2 ounces.
Yeah.
So I had a couple
those
of
are
those.
minis. They're called minis.
Oh, minis?
Yeah.
I snuck a couple of those in. I was in grade 7.
Holy fuck.
Yeah. And
What was it? Vodka? Sorry, what did you say?
No, it was actually Newfie Screech.
Screech!
Yeah.
Dude, we're getting it all today. That's
Yeah,
hilarious.
yeah, it was-
it's like a really shit rum.
Yeah, it's Newfoundland Screech
it's
is what it's
amazing.
called, but like people call it Newfie Screech. And I didn't know that term because it was like written Newfoundland rum, Screech, whatever on it. And I had a bunch of them, and I got caught. They caught me in class. I never ended up drinking them, and I don't even think I drank at the time. It was just cool. I was like, "Ooh, I brought liquor to school." I
Yeah.
was being a cool guy, right?
Oh my god, so good.
And they caught me, brought me into the office, and the teacher called my parents, and I remember him saying, "Yeah, he brought some Newfie Screech to school," and I was like, "Fucking, what's my teacher like knows this shit?" Like, you know what I mean? It just really hit me different.
Oh fuck, that's good.
A 2-4?
How old were you the first time you drank?
Grade 7.
Oh, wait, you said you were. Okay.
Grade 6 or 7.
Yeah. So like, but you didn't drink that day. You brought
didn't drink
them.
those, yeah.
Yeah, you were just bringing them to be cool.
Yeah.
But around then, yeah.
Grade 7, right? 7 or 8, yeah.
Yeah, I think probably for me too.
Well, no, I drank as a kid. Like we had, so in Germany,
Oh, you can wine or something.
non-alcoholic beer for kids.
What?
Oh yeah, it was a big thing.
What?
Buddy.
You're blowing my fucking mind right
This
now.
is fucked. In Germany, like drinking's part of the fucking heritage over there, right?
Yeah.
And you can drink at 16 legally. You can go into bars at 16 legally. So people are getting into bars at 15.
Right,
obviously.
of course, yeah.
And so by 10, 11, they're buying you 6 packs of non-alcoholic beer for kids. It's literally marketed for kids. Yeah. And fucking, I remember cracking a fucking 12 with my cousins. And which is why when I go back there to Germany, I got cousins, girls and boys that are a lot younger than I am, that were fucking babies when I was their age. And they drink me under the table now. Like,
Holy
oh yeah, I got a cousin. I got a cousin. She's fucking 100 pounds all wet, Tamara, and she'll drink a 12, just sitting here with me. Yeah,
You know, there was a time where Canadians were considered pretty good drinkers and whatever. But the more I travel, the more I think we're so bitch. Everywhere I travel now, and I like to travel a lot. You know me, I waste all my money going around places. And everywhere I go, I feel like there's better drinkers everywhere. Like, I go to Australia, I feel like they're better drinkers. New Zealand, Ireland, whatever. I'm in Ireland. I meet this girl from New Zealand. She's like, literally, like you said, like your cousin, like 100 pounds, you know? Like, tiny girl. And she's like, Wes, I'll drink you under the table. And I was like, okay, let's go. And then she goes up and she orders 6 Irish car bombs. But there they just call them car bombs.
what's that?
It's a drop shot of whiskey in Guinness.
Oh wow.
She ordered 6. I'm like, all right, let's do it. And she's like, aren't you going to get anything? I was like, holy fuck. So I ordered 6.
So turned on, eh?
Yeah. Oh, buddy. I literally woke up in that bar. No one around.
Wow.
I'm like, she fucked me. I remember drinking, starting, chatting a bit, lights out for me, and she was fine. I meet up with them because we're on the same like bus tour thing. Meet up with them the next day. She is fine. And she's like, you guys just leave me in the bar last night? Like, yeah, we couldn't move you. You're done.
Wow.
Holy fuck. 100-pound girl just like took me down, man. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just a bitch drinker. Probably a little bit of that.
I think you've become one. I think your tolerance is definitely
Decreased?
yeah.
Yeah.
Let's say Canadian slang. Chesterfield.
You're
I'm
hell-bent on
sorry.
the-
This is one that I'm gonna have to disagree with.
I hate Chesterfield.
Never in a fucking million years would I ever hear the term Chesterfield as like, because there's that old, remember that old commercial, I Am Canadian?
Yeah.
Was it Molson did it?
Yeah. It's a
Great commercial.
Chesterfield, not a couch.
I'm like, no, it's not. It's a fucking
Yeah.
couch or a sofa. It's not a Chesterfield.
Yeah.
No one says Chesterfield.
I say couch exclusively. Sofa is like even weird for me.
The only reason I say sofa is because if I'm trying to buy one online,
Oh, you gotta type that in.
I gotta type in sofa because
Yeah.
couch.
I only
Chesterfield
type
is
in
fucking-
casting couch online. That's it.
casting sofa,
It doesn't come up with the
casting
same results.
Chesterfield.
Let's try and guess some other countries' ones. We've done so much of ours. Who cares?
Hold on. Oh no, there's so many more.
All right.
Fucking clicks. That's 20 clicks in my house.
Oh, kilometers.
Yeah.
Wow.
People don't know that.
I think everyone but the States would know that. Everyone's in kilometers.
Yeah, but I don't think they say clicks.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't say clicks.
So we say clicks instead of kilometers sometimes,
Yeah.
like 3 clicks away.
Yeah. And I guess it would apply to, if I was in the States, you could, just click on the,
Yep. The
Just clicks over.
the bush. Being out
Pussy?
No, being out in the bush.
Ah,
I
yeah.
think we all know what that means.
No beating around the bush.
No beating around the bush either. Just beat around the bush. Hoser. I think that's just what Americans say about us.
Yeah.
It's an uncool person. I don't get it.
Yeah.
Postal code. We have postal codes, not zip codes.
Yep.
Runners or sports shoes. Yeah.
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 Yeah, I would say that. Runners, for sure. I thought that's, oh, fuck. So crazy. All these words I thought were thing. Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
a tool.
Oh, yeah, he's a fucking tool.
You fucking tool.
Like Chris is
That's
a
like,
fucking tool.
Like tomatoes here. Tools just a little bit over that. You fucking tool.
That was popular when I was younger. You're a fucking tool.
Yeah. One thing. Oh, you're a goof.
You're a goof.
You're
yeah.
a fucking goof. And goof was bad. Goof was like, if you said like back then, right? Back then, like people used to say like this kid's retarded or that,
Yeah.
you know, what a retard.
Yeah.
Like that was the big insult back
problem.
then.
Yeah.
Now, I think that term morphed into goof.
Yeah.
And it means just that.
Yeah.
It means that. It means like somebody who's fucking challenged.
Yeah, that's the thing. Every time they stop with words, people just find another word to replace the word. To
Yeah, no
convey
matter
the same
how good
meaning.
or bad that word is,
So, like,
it's going to be the same.
yeah, the meaning will always. You're always gonna find a word to call your buddy when he's being stupid. So,
I think the last one we can end on is the last letter of the alphabet.
but first, before we get there, a 2-6. I always say 2-6, and Americans call it a fifth.
Ooh.
Because it's a fifth of a gallon, but for us it's a 2-6, 26 ounces.
Yeah.
So
No,
you don't even say that.
I'd say 1.18 liter.
It's not. It's the 750s.
Oh, it's 750s?
Yeah.
I remember the 1.18 liters.
That's a Texas
That's
Mickey?
a 40.
It's a 40. Yeah, that's a 40 because it's 40 ounces.
Exactly.
So the 750s is a 2-6. But the Americans are looking at me like I'm crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember Justin Flom telling me he doesn't drink anymore because one time he drank a fifth and did a bunch of mistakes, and I was like, okay.
The only term I've ever heard that is like Eminem, I drank a fifth of vodka, dare me to drive. And I was like, a fifth of vodka?
Yeah, I didn't know.
Like a fifth of what? A fifth of a fucking glass? Like,
yeah,
are
that's
you
what I
talking
thought.
about?
And I was
Yeah.
like, that's what I thought about. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
But yeah, we said 1.18 liters. That was like, it's a mouthful to say, but we say it all the time. Like
I would
those fucking
never-
tall
1.18?
beers. Those tall beers, we're like, oh man, we got a bunch of 1.18 liters.
No.
I'm
Smaller, I got to use less words.
Last one we're gonna end on here before we bore you to death is
Before we bore you?
yeah is Zed.
Yeah.
I say Zed, we don't say Z, and you guys make fun of us for saying Zed, although you fucking are home to one of the most popular DJs in the United States named Zed. Where the fuck do you think his name comes from?
Yeah.
It's the last letter of the
Well, and
alphabet.
even like you have the other great musician too, JZ. He's awesome also.
Zed's amazing.
Yeah, he had some good stuff.
Yeah. Zed Leplin.
Yeah.
All right, moving on.
No, but like, remember Men in Black? The head
yeah.
guy, his name was Zed.
Was it?
Yeah.
Ooh,
That's to me that ends the discussion.
I mean, yeah.
If it's a Will Smith movie, I'm in. I believe anything.
Let us know if you guys are from. I mean, there's all
Lettuce. That's your hair.
Yeah.
Got a nice head of lettuce.
Good head of lettuce, but it could also be referring to what you got going on down there.
Oh, okay. I
yeah,
don't use it that way.
he's got fucking lettuce.
That could explain what I had that awkward interaction that time.
And then there's obviously like town slangs as well. If you're in Toronto, you're like, a lot of people, they say like wagwan. That's something I
What
hear
is
a
it?
lot from my buddies. Wagwan, like what's going on?
Oh, wagwan. Yeah.
It's like a Jamaican sort of
dude. Okay,
Caribbean thing.
dude, I gotta explain this. My stepmom's Filipino. We have a lot of Filipino friends, and they come over, and their English is like great compared to my Tagalog, but you got to speak really slowly. And my dad doesn't fully understand this, right? Anytime someone's learning another language, speak slowly. And my dad will say like same sort of thing, like he'll say like, "Oh, what you gonna do later?"
What's going on?
Yeah, and they'll be like, they won't understand him. I'm like, Dad, you gotta slow it down, man, because there's English second language here. And he'd be like, "What you gonna do later?" Like he doesn't slow down.
Separate it out.
He slows it down. He just doesn't break up the words. I'm like, oh my god, fuck this.
Yeah. Oh, that's one I say because I had a lot of friends from Toronto. We used to call it the dot, the T.O. dot.
I still say that.
And then it became the 6 for some fucking reason.
Yeah, I don't like that.
You know what I mean? The GTA. But I used to have buddies down there, and one thing that I picked up from them was saying, "What are you saying?" So like
what's happening?
what's going on? Yeah, I was like, "Hey man, what are you saying?"
That's good.
And I say it to a lot of my people back here, and they go,
They just repeat themselves.
"Yeah." It's like, well, what do you mean? What I just said? And I'm like, no. Like, what are you saying today? And oh, okay.
What's popping?
But yeah, it's so much funner to say. What's going on,
great.
man? What are you guys saying? What are you saying tonight?
Yeah,
Like,
I like that a lot.
yeah, bringing it back.
Bringing it back.
All right, well, fucking that about wraps up this rendition of the slang. Let's move on from that. That was fun. If you guys like
it. I like it.
throw a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, let us know by leaving a like. And just,
Like, why should we both be disappointed? You know?
Yeah,
Okay.
like if we get enough likes, we'll know that you didn't like it. Any dislikes, we'll just confirm that you loved it.
Holy shit. I had a story here I want to tell you, but I can't remember what it is, so maybe I wrote it down. You keep them occupied there, Chris.
Buddy, I've got a billion stories here.
I know.
All right, here's one. We actually talked about this here, and it's kind of funny. Okay, we're gonna completely fucking segue into something else here.
Yep. Speaking of such,
Segways. So, we're gonna talk about segways.
one wheels are better than segways.
100%.
And speaking of segways,
And talk about segways. We're gonna talk about sex robots. I had this funny. This is a skit that I would love to see someone do. By the way, maybe on your channel. Definitely on your channel. But,
I'll see if I can make room.
yeah, you just upload it right after you upload another video. Wouldn't matter, I think. On a Tuesday.
What do you think the most videos uploaded in one day on one channel is? I'm going to try and beat that record.
Yeah, go for it. I'm sure it can't hurt. So, yeah, I had this thought of like, imagine, because like there are sex robots out there. I see this documentary a while ago. I don't know if I've talked about this on the podcast before, but sex robots are getting pretty advanced. And there was a whole documentary about this guy. He's got like this 3-way relationship with his wife and a sex robot, and she just takes care of like the sexual needs that this guy has. And it's completely fucking. There is a little bit of emotional attachment to this robot that he has
sure.
because he built it
And you
like,
personify it.
exactly. But
Especially when you stick your dick in it.
but she doesn't feel threatened by it, and the relationship kind of works. But he also says if she told me to get rid of the robot, she'd fucking take a hike and I'd be with the robot. Like he said that, and she knows. So it's this weird little 3-way they got going on. But this guy's like he's in Italy. He's one of the largest like manufacturers, sort of like entrepreneurs or pioneers rather in sex robot making. He's always looking for like what the next edge is. Like he'll have like their fucking their inner parts would vibrate. Like if you pinch their nipples, they talk to you. And they'll like you can certain commands with how you touch them. If you go too rough, they'll tell you. Like there's all sorts of settings.
Told me about this.
Yeah, they smell like perfume in there and like all sorts of
Not
self-washing.
Not into it.
I'm not against.
I want to try it.
I definitely want to try it. But so this whole, I mean, why not? Why the fuck not?
No, I'm like, yeah. It's hard for me to
fucking looking at my toaster, that way. I'm feeling bad, Regardless, so these sex robots are getting pretty freaking advanced, and pretty quickly because technology in itself, especially like even if you look at VR, the number one use of VR, and not even as a joke, is sex, right? That's what propelled the VR industry.
I believe
so quickly
that
was
for
porn. It was a new way of viewing porn.
Yeah.
And so that's what propelled it. And sex is always going to drive certain industries further. And it's fun to see when those industries have to do with AI and tech and everything, right? So now it's just like war-propelled technology. So does sex.
Sure.
We're looking for the next best way to have the greatest orgasm or whatever it is, right?
Yeah. I mean, even vlogging is going that way.
Exactly.
We talked about that last time. I mean, everything gets propelled by it.
And understandably so. And so I had thought, like, Laura, let's take this thought a little further. Like, what if the sex robot gets so advanced, right, in his own AI that it needs to be fulfilled and stimulated sexually? So maybe it builds its own sex robot. How insulting would that be for the guy who built that robot, banging it every night, and being like, this is great. And all of a sudden he's walking in, he's like, who's that? What's going on in here? What are you doing? He's like, oh, it's not what you think. I had to build my own sex robot. Fuck. You know, and so like your sex robot's so sick of fucking you that it just built its own. And how you just see a sketch like that and a guy just being like, dude, just feeling so shitty.
Oh, and their sex you wouldn't even know what it was at first. You're like, what are they doing?
Yeah, they just plug into each other and just like vibrate or something. You
ever watch Her with Joaquin Phoenix?
Love that movie.
Yeah, he's like, how many relationships do you have? She's like, currently 276,421. Or whatever, and he's like,
I don't even know how to be jealous of that number.
Yeah, it was, you know what I mean?
That's
so weird.
Yeah, it's weird, but also that movie turned me on hard. I really wanted to date her as well. She seems so nice and perfect. Yeah, 100%.
That's who did the voice.
I know. That's one of the reasons that sold me.
Dude, there's another lady that was supposed to, and they booted her at the last second and put Scarlett in.
Scarlett's great.
And it was a good choice.
Her voice is so beautiful.
Yeah.
Her Jennifer Lawrence, man.
Yeah, I mean, if you put a bag on their heads, just let them talk to me, I'm in.
You can put a bag on my head. I don't care.
No, they're both super hot, way hotter than me. It's fine. I always try and set my sights on actors I think are in the same league as me. That's how I do it when I fantasize.
Oh yeah, so like reality stars, eh?
Yeah, mostly.
Fucking
second tier reality TV. Yeah.
So like fucking like property hunters and shit like that, eh?
Yeah, like the Property Brothers. Those are my guys. Those are my guys.
Oh man,
Jonathan and whatever the other guys. I mean, one of them is a magician, eh?
I know. Yeah. Apparently,
pretty bad, pretty good.
I have no idea. I mean, I guess
there's a set online of him doing a gig at the Laugh Factory.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so he has like some.
I think he's like a castle member too, though, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he does. The one I saw was him doing like cardiographic or something.
It's so crazy because like when I think of all these actors that are also magicians, they never talk about it. And I know exactly why. Because like no one wants to share that information.
Yeah.
No one willingly wants to say, "Oh, I'm an actor, but
little do you know,
mainly I'm a magician." Like, no, I'd bury that fucking fact so deep in the ground.
But whenever they're like good at the piano or something, they're toting that out everywhere. Like, he's really playing the piano.
Yeah, exactly.
Magician, they're like,
magician, you do. I dabble.
Yeah, get another guy in here.
Yeah.
That's funny.
All right, I think that about wraps it up for today's Bob.
Damn it! Got so many good things I want to tell you. Chris, you gotta tell us about what the lie was.
Oh right, so the three things were like about car accidents.
Yeah.
I said 1, I ran into this lady and blamed it on her.
Yeah.
2, I fell asleep at the wheel and barrel rolled this car onto the middle of the highway or something.
Yeah.
And 3 was I backed my buddy's dad's car up and broke the the tail lights of it and crashed it. And there's some truth to all 3 of those actually. So let me start. The first one was true. I did hit a lady and I did blame her. This is very
hard to believe.
It's very unlike me, but here's the situation. It was a morning. I was going to work. I was working at like this warehouse. And I didn't have a phone.
And get this, she was a lady, so I blamed her.
So no, that's not how it went down.
Okay, all right.
So I was driving and I was like looking at the mirror, adjust the mirror, and there was a stop sign. I just ran it and hit her, and I was like, "Fuck!" I mean, thing was crashed. There's airbag was deployed. I get out. I hit her right on the side, not her door. Thankfully, she didn't get hurt, but fucked her car up for sure. And I was like, "I'm so sorry," and all this. She's like, "It's fine." And the cop comes along, and he's like, "So what happened?" And I was about to say, "Hey, I ran my stop." And she goes, "I ran my stop." And I go,
that's what happened.
I was like saying a little bit. And he looks at the ground and he sees like these tire marks from like braking right after the stop. So he's like, he looks at me, he's like, "How fast were you going after that stop?" I was like, "Fucking real fast. I booked it right after the stop," apparently. Like, you know, but I got it, like, yeah.
So you both just ran it.
We both.
And that's why she didn't know, because she thought.
So it was like a 50-50.
Oh my God, it's great.
Well,
not great, but.
Another truth was me and my buddy stole my buddy's dad's car. We were trying to teach each other how to drive, and we fucking banged it, and we parked it the next day, and we were oblivious. We're like, oh, we don't know what happened. Whatever. There's like dirt on the steering wheel and everything because we were trying to do donuts. And so the lie was falling asleep at the wheel. That actually happened, except I wasn't driving. I was a fucked up story. We were coming back from like this party or whatever. It was like 3 a.m.
Holy shit.
My buddy was driving. I sat in the front seat and I was like, buddy, he was gassing up. And I'm like, I need to just fucking pass out. I'm so tired, drunk. I'm like, I'm going to go pass out in the back seat. So I go in the back seat and I lay down in the back seat, right? And next thing you know, being tossed around, right? I have no idea. And like you're sleeping, you're thinking I'm at home. Like you don't know.
Oh my God,
right?
yeah.
You're like bang, bang, being tossed around.
Earthquake.
And like flipped and everything. And turns out the fucking engine of the car ended up in the front passenger seat. It was there. My legs would have been completely obliterated. Like
You would have been my height.
Yeah, I would have been your height. It was so, you know, I don't know if things would have happened the same, but yeah, so that was a good move for me to go in the back because I was asleep.
You're jello.
Yeah, I was jello. Nothing hurt.
Yeah.
And like, not gonna lie, I was like 20, 21. We were being stupid, reckless. My buddy did drink that night. He wasn't drunk, but he definitely wasn't allowed to drive.
Yeah, it makes you sleepy.
Yeah, and he fell asleep at the wheel. It was like 3 a.m. It was like a 45-minute drive, and the cop came by. This is fucked up. This is privilege at its finest.
Yeah.
The cop came by and he's like, yeah, what happened? He's like, I fell asleep at the wheel. He's like, did you drink? He's like, no. He's like, okay. Didn't test him, nothing. I swear. I swear
I
to you.
believe the year you're talking was 15 years ago or something. So yeah, I totally believe that.
Yeah. Just
That's
got
insane.
away with it. So there you go.
All right, well, we'll cut to a vibrator race for the winners.
We're going to go do that right now. Vibrator race number 1.
You guys ready for vibrator race? All right. Heinrich, sorry, man. Schumann. And Peak Centaur. Peak, you're pink. Heinrich, you're purple. It's a vibrator race. Peak is pink. Let's go. Come on, baby. Peak, you're trailing. Heinrich's in the lead. They took separate walls. Okay. Oh, Heinrich's crossing over. Peak's crossing over. Heinrich's the winner. Holy crap. What a great race. Back and forth. Wow. And we're back. Congratulations. Leave a comment.
To whoever won.
To whoever won.
We're still here. We haven't done the vibrator race yet, but
it happened. But it didn't happen. So
thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to subscribe below to our new platform, our new channel on YouTube. We really appreciate you guys. If you get 1,000 people over there, we're gonna do something special for you, and we hope to see you on the next Bob every Wednesday. You guys are a bunch of fucking beauties.
hell yeah. See you then.
Peace.
See you guys.
Down in the barrel there's a naked man, a stupid drunk with a bottle in his hands. A long